Welcome to the second day of PLDI. Just one quick reminder announcement. This evening at 5:30, we will have the SIGPlan award ceremony and also the Student Research Competition award ceremony. And the social hour will start at 5, so you'll have half an hour to go out and get drinks before you come back in for the award ceremony. All right, so it's my pleasure to introduce Catherine McKinley and Kathleen Fisher, who will tell you about PLDI 2019.
So just for fun, I looked up what I looked like the first year I had a PLDI paper, which is also the year I had my first child, and so there's quite a big difference there. Kathleen looks more the same. And her first PLDI paper was in 1999. And we have been involved in PLDI for a really long time, and it really is an honor to have been asked to organize the community in this way, and we're thrilled to be able to take you to Phoenix, where you will be hot. And I've asked several people already to be on my organizing committee, and the artifact evaluation, we have 2 people every year, and they're staggered 2-year terms. So Ravi Chugh has been did a great job this year, do a great job next year, and Rupsha Samantha from Purdue will be the second person, and then she'll do a 2-year term, and we're hoping to make all the positions like that. So get ready to do your service to the community for 2 years, because we hope to make it just easier for the organizers, because 1 year they'll be with an experienced person, and 1 year they'll be the experienced person helping lead the community. And so in the student research competition, Maria Christica, I didn't practice saying people's names, so I'm terrible at this, so maybe I'll just say everybody's first name. So Maria is this year and will be next year. Ross Tate is the new person, and then Ben and will be, I know how to say Ben's name, Ben Titzer will be the workshops and tutorials chair, and so so I don't have a second person there yet. Sponsorship will be Stephen Frun, and publicity will be Brandon Lucia. Kind of the only new thing I have planned is if any of you read the People of Popple. I thought that was super fun and exciting, and Brandon has agreed to do something along those lines. So if he asks you to be a person of PLDI, please say yes. So we're going to be, we're at FCRC, so we didn't have control over venue or price, because we have to be the same price as everybody else. But the benefit for me is I don't have to pick a hotel or pick food. Someone else does that. So yay for me. But in terms of co-located events, we'll have Colt, EC, E-Energy, HPDC, ICS, ISCA, IWQOS, Sigmetric, SPA, and STOC. So we'll have a mix of theory and systems and practical and theoretical people around us. So I encourage you to come to get that, and to not just go to PLDI, but stick your head in a few other sessions so you can learn what problems the other communities are dealing with right now and how programming languages can help them. So the schedule's going to be a little different than the typical FCRC. They're going to put the keynotes in the middle of the day. So sessions will be 2 hours from 9 to 11, and then 1.5 hours after lunch, and we'll have long lunches, and then session for 4 to 6. That means if we accept more papers, the talks will be shorter, like other times we've been at FCRC. So just be aware that you might have a shorter talk so that we can accept your paper, and don't think like, oh, we should have fewer papers, because that would be yours that would be rejected. So here's the beautiful Phoenix Convention Center. It is super nice, and it's well located in downtown Phoenix. There's a museum of history and a science center just next door. The hotels, you will have to walk outside, so bring layers, because Phoenix knows how to air condition, but you will be outside for a little while. And then there's Symphony Hall. Right now they don't have anything scheduled for the week they're we're there, so I'm hoping they'll have something scheduled because it's a really beautiful center, and they have local symphony, opera, and ballet, so I hope their schedule is full. In the early morning or evening, you can go for a hike, or you can get our professional golfer to golf with you. And they also have a beautiful botanical garden. So there are things to do. Try to do them in the morning so you won't pass out.
Right, and it's my honor to serve as program committee chair for next year. Basically, I see my role as leading the broader community in putting together the best possible program for PLDI 2019, among the papers that are submitted. So please submit your best work. We look forward to evaluating it. The selection process is made by a combination of a program committee, an external program committee, and an external review committee. That's more than 100 people, as Dan pointed out yesterday. The external program committee is responsible for making all of the decisions about program committee papers, so the program committee has no conflicts with respect to other program committee members. The program committee is already in place. You can find it online from if you search on PLDI 2019. I'm currently working on the EPC and the ERC, so if I send you an invitation, please say yes if you have time to do a good job. The call for papers is also available. There are no major changes from the previous years, so it's double blind. There's author response. I will be working very hard with the committee to put together detailed and constructive reviews. We will be, as usual, appealing to make sure that every paper has expert evaluation and also that every paper is accessible to a broader audience. So as you're writing the paper, please make sure to highlight both the results for an expert in the area, but also make it accessible to a broader audience, so it's not just 10 people in the world who understand what you're talking about. Important dates are all set. So the submission deadline is Friday, November 16th, anywhere on Earth. So that's essentially the same date as this year. As of this morning, that's 149 days. So get cracking. You can put in your calendar. The author response will be Tuesday the 29th to Thursday the 31st of January, and author notification will be the day after Valentine's Day, February 15th. So I look forward to reading many fantastic submissions and see you in Phoenix. Thank you. Any questions or concerns before we pass it off to the keynote? Cool. See you in Phoenix.